John Green once said, "There is hope even when your brain tells you there isn't." We students of Information Sciences Department, namely ADITYA, RAUT, SHREYASH, VAIBHAV, SINGH, CHAUHAN, present before you our assignment for the subject, The Scientific Approach to Health. Our topic for the assignment is COVID-19 Pandemic and Mental Health. Objectives covered in this video are how the COVID-19 pandemic began and how it affected the country, what is mental health and its importance in our life, the effect on mental health due to the COVID-19 pandemic. What are the solutions to overcome these issues? The COVID-19 pandemic may have brought many changes to how you live your life, and with it, at times, uncertainty, altered daily routines, financial pressures, and social isolation. You may worry about getting sick, how long the pandemic will last, whether your job will be affected, and what the future will bring. Information overload, rumors, and misinformation can make your life feel out of control and make it unclear what to do. On March 24, 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi called for a complete lockdown of the entire nation for 21 days in an effort to contain the COVID-19 pandemic. Before we move on to the effects of COVID-19 pandemic on mental health, it is important for us to realize the meaning and importance of mental health in our life. Mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community. Moving on to the importance of mental health. It is an integral component of health and well-being that underpins our individual and collective abilities to make decisions, build relationships, and shape the world we live in. Majorly, it enables an individual to realize his potential to the fullest of capability. A person mentally strong and calm tends to peacefully handle stress-on failures of life. Dealing with depression or other mental health disorders can impact your productivity levels. If you feel mentally strong, it's more likely that you will be able to work more efficiently and provide higher quality work. When mental well-being thrives, your quality of life may improve. This can give room for greater participation in community building. Now let us understand how did the pandemic actually affect the mental health of an individual. Firstly, the entire routine of an individual was altered, wherein we all were stuck at our homes. Professionals were forced to work from home while students were brought into online education. Giving up the old routine and adapting to the new situations made life tough. No contact with friends, lonely routines were common catalysts for depression and anxiety. Secondly, social isolation. Surveys show a major increase in the number of US adults who report symptoms of stress, anxiety, depression, and insomnia during the pandemic, compared with surveys before the pandemic. Some people have increased their use of alcohol or drugs, thinking that can help them cope with their fears about the pandemic. In reality, using these substances can worsen anxiety and depression. And last but major impact was the building up of financial pressures. Crises are predictors of families' financial stress as they produce changes in their income and negative feelings, such as fear and demotivation, which affect well-being. 36% of people who lost their jobs during the pandemic say financial problems are their biggest source of stress, compared to 24% for those who didn't lose a job. Now the final and integral question arises: how can we cope up with the pandemic? Firstly, prioritizing on your fitness, which includes taking up regular exercise, prioritizing rest and sleep on a daily basis, trying meditation. Sports tend to relax and distract our mind from everyday stresses. Secondly, in the busyness of life, you should not lose out on the benefits of spending time with your family. It is important to carve out quality time as it can help you live a long, healthy life. Spending time with loved ones helps in reducing stress, boosts productivity, and improves your mental and physical health. The concept of self-care can be different from person to person, but on a fundamental level, practicing self-care means taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Engaging in a self-care routine has been clinically proven to reduce or eliminate anxiety and depression, reduce stress, increase happiness, and more. It can help you adapt to changes, build strong relationships, and recover from setbacks. Spending time on an activity that you enjoy can improve your mental health and well-being. Research shows that people with hobbies are less likely to suffer from stress, low mood, and depression. Activities that get you out and about can make you feel happier and more relaxed. Lastly, while moving through the journey of life, it is important for us to be kind not just to ourselves but to others too, respecting each other's journey and struggles. We thank you for giving us your valuable time. Hope you found out this video informative.